Hurry up and sit down.
Star.
What'd she say?
Star.
Triangle.
Triangle. That was fast. Okay.
Spade.
Hi. So this exercise was inspired by a patient of mine recently. And one thing that he told me was every time he got out of his dining room table, he would either freeze or he had a hard time balancing. So one thing we were talking about, his sit to stands when he had nothing in front of him, if he just practiced, looked fine. But in this tight space where he had to turn, that was where his issue was. So this exercise is going to be working on foot position and weight shift. So one thing we noticed was when he turned, he didn't have his hip go all the way out, and his foot was not where he actually wanted to turn. So if my foot is facing this way, but this is where he's going, he took that extra step. So one thing we started to work on is just getting those hips to start moving and getting that position sense. So you could start by having 2 foot pads at a 90-degree angle, and then 2 straight, and then have 3 different visual targets. So I have one looking there, one straight ahead, and then another to the side. So I'm going to look at that target, and then I'm going to hit the foot pad, and then look at that target and hit the foot pad. So the first few, you can look down to see where your foot is, and if you need any adjustments, you can make it. And then as you get better, then you would just hear and feel where your foot is. On my knee, to give that input of where my knee is in space also. So some clients might have their knee in here if they don't have that hip range, but to teach them to get their knee in line with their foot. So you could have them go here and really feel, is everything in line or does it do this? So this would be the beginning exercise. As they get better, like I said, they shouldn't be looking down. You can also do a point, so you get a little bit more of that rotation, a point and rotation, and then the other side, a point, and then rotation. Once this gets better, then you want to progress them to standing. So you can hold on to the desk first, and same exact exercise. You're going to find that foot pad, shift your weight and hear it, and then come back to middle. Now your visual targets should be at eye level, so you might want to find 3 different visual targets. Look at that target, take a step, and then look at that target, come back. And then you can progress without holding on. If you have either lights that blink on each side, you can also use the lights, so if a red goes on, you know to go to the right or left, so you can be scanning your environment, or even using laser lights. So this is just one exercise that hopefully you can incorporate at home, doing stepping and initiating that step after you get out of a chair in a tight